The Gospel reading from the second Sunday of Lent comes from the Gospel according to St. Mark and reads as follows. Jesus took Peter, James and John and led them up a high mountain apart by themselves. And he was transfigured before them, and his clothes became dazzling white, such as no fuller on earth could bleach them. Then Elijah appeared to them along with Moses, and they were conversing with Jesus. Then Peter said to Jesus in reply, "Rabbi, it is good that we are here. Let us make 3 tents, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." He hardly knew what to say. They were so terrified. Then a cloud came, casting a shadow over them. From the cloud came a voice, "This is my beloved Son. Listen to him." Suddenly, looking around, they no longer saw anyone, but Jesus alone with them. As they were coming down from the mountain, he charged them not to relate what they had seen to anyone, except when the Son of Man had risen from the dead. So they kept the matter to themselves, questioning what rising from the dead meant. Usually when we read in the Holy Scriptures about an event that happens up on a high mountain, we are encouraged and we are introduced to enter into a very sacred space. We are about to participate in a very sacred moment. That's exactly what happened today in the Gospel during the Transfiguration of Christ. That's what happened with Abraham climbing up a high mountain to sacrifice his son Isaac. That's what happened to Moses, who received the Decalogue or the 10 Commandments on the Mount Sinai, and in many, many other instances when the biblical events take place on the mountain. However, there is one common characteristic for all those events. They describe a special encounter, an encounter between God and a human person, a very intimate encounter between God and humanity. Together with the apostles, we hear today on the high mountain the command from God: listen. Listen to him. Listen to Christ. And as we enter, already celebrating the second Sunday of Lent, as we enter deeper into this sacred season of Lent, we can consider that listening is actually a very good description of prayer. It is a much better description than speaking. God didn't tell us today, "Speak to me, tell me about your life, tell me about what's going on in your life." God already knows that. What he tells to us, and in a special way, what he tells to everybody who is discerning vocation, either to diocesan or religious priesthood, what he tells to us is to listen. How able are we to listen during our daily prayer? Are we able to find some time for silence? Are we able to find some time for listening in the midst of all our joys and struggles, in the midst of all the moments of happiness, the moments of sorrow, ordinary life, in the midst of all our petitions, intercessions? Can we just step back and listen to what God has to tell us during this very sacred season of Lent? And today I would like to challenge myself and each one of us. I would like to challenge all those who are discerning vocation to diocesan priesthood to deepen, to improve our spiritual life over this season of Lent, to start listening and to find time for silence in our prayer, so then we can hear very clearly the voice of God in our hearts and the voice of God in our lives. So then when the Lent ends and when Jesus resurrects, we can repeat after Peter from today's Gospel, "Rabbi, it is good to be here." My name is Kamil Ziolkowski, and I am the 4th year of Theology Seminarian, studying for the Archdiocese of Los Angeles. Greetings and blessings for this holy season of Lent.